today, from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Penn. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, a man who's made quite the name for himself in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson.
If you just break it down in individual terms, he played really well last week. 0 interceptions, 3 touchdown passes. Not a whole lot more he could have done to win that game. But you know something's funny when we talked to him. All he focused on were throws he missed, other opportunities that didn't get done.
Good sign of a leader.
Great sign of a leader because they didn't win, and that's all he cares about.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, Wilson. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
22 yards. First down, Broncos.
Now a handoff looking right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
Play action. It's Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Complete.
That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
13 yards. And the Broncos first down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
7-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
From the gun, it's Wilson. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
2nd and 3 at the Broncos' 48-yard line.
And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Makes it 3rd.
And to give this time to the tailback. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
And 4.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. On first down, Wilson. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
It leads to second and 10.
Throwing again, Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
He finds Beckham complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of
first catch there for OBJ, and that good for a first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, Wilson. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete.
Wilson's pass caught by number 8.
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Beckham now. It's a jet sweep. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Defensively, they have that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Russell Wilson.
Well, it's up to how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting him score a touchdown versus holding him to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
At the 37-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, first down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
At the 42-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 36. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Ball carrier.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And not much running room. Down to the 32. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting off field, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The tackle made by Devin Wood. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and...
Gonna give this time to the tailback.
46-yard.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. 23 yards to pick up there.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 26. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Complete to number
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down. But the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
His kick is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-0.
6. Steelers 3.
So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Ball carried by number 20.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
7-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Man, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line, because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
On first down, Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Miller, incomplete. It's second down and 10.
And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
Third down and 9.
He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 27-yard line.
Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. Second quarter here, he has only 1 catch, but they have the lead. You got to think there's going to be more involved at some point.
That's what you would expect, but sometimes what defenses do to take away a player of his magnitude, it costs them in other areas. And right now, with them losing, they may have to change their focus, and maybe he will open up a little bit more as the game goes on.
Yeah, well, so far, just the single catch. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Number 28. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 31-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. On first and 10, it's Wilson. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. To throw again, Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Yeah, that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The kick is no good. That keeps the score Broncos 6, Steelers 3.
Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Hurts. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
For Scott Miller, incomplete.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing is Hurts. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Intercepted by the Broncos.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. From the gun, Wilson firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and
to throw again is Wilson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3.
Steelers 3.
So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll begin in the AFC South. Tennessee heading north to visit Indianapolis. And it's the Titans with the lead in the second quarter of play. Christian Kirk, a touchdown reception. From there, we head to Hard Rock Stadium to check on the Dolphins at home in Miami. And they currently trail in that game against the visiting Patriots. Cortland Sutton, a touchdown reception. finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And this one going the visitors' way as the Cardinals have the lead in that one. Kareem Hunt, over 100 yards on the afternoon thus far with a touchdown run as well. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback, no return from Isabella. The Steeler offense now with the football first here to begin the third quarter. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Second down, here's Hurts. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long.
Right there. 54, right there, right there.
Here's Hurts to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. And they've got the lead right now here, trying to erase the memory of the loss last week to the Raiders. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up first and 10 at the 45. And to give this time to the tailback. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
T.J. Watt there on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and...
Operating from the gun. Wilson quickly into the hands of Beckham. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 30-yard line. Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice gain there for a first down.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10. From the gun, Wilson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Wilson's pass.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Run for Pollard. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the points that they just had against them.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season, and the Broncos will add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Russell Wilson now will bring his guys up to go for 2. To throw is Wilson, operating from the gun. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Hurts sets up to throw it, and he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again. Wilson. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Number 88.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Tackle made just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. Now here's Michael Dixon. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, they just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got his tight end Fant. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
6-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings
back to throw here. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And, oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Face mask. Defense.
Are you serious?
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1.
At the Broncos' 4-yard line.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 4th down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
3. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the field goal. A 23-yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6.
Steelers 6.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
At their own 30-yard line.
Denver's offense ready to go again. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Steps away to his left. He'll run it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 30.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. That one a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Denver.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 more there and another first down.
First down, Broncos.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. From the left hash, this from 34. And his kick is indeed good, and that will get the lead up to 14.
Broncos 20, Steelers 6.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Receiving team.
This is unbelievable.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 20-yard line.
2nd and 4. This is the tight end, Fant. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
That's good for a Pittsburgh Steelers.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for his wideout. Brings up 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Bradley Chubb able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
And Denver getting set to take the field. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Wilson.
Wilson's
the line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 7.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And ultimately, this won't go for much, maybe a couple, but boy, he showed off that make-you-miss ability that certainly is in his arsenal.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Complete.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Operating from the gun. Wilson caught left side. It's Beckham.
Wilson's pass.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running rushing attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17.
The score, Broncos 23, Steelers 6.
So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
Andy Isabella on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
47-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the 33-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Scotty Miller, 33 yards. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they will take a knee here. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And they take a knee. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. One final kneel down here as it comes inside the 40-second mark, and that should be enough to put this one on ice.
A 40-yard attempt.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and it's never easy to come into Denver to win. You think all you have to deal with the